Okay, so we enjoyed the newest and latest releases from Hot Wheels, but can we forget the older ones? I know I can't. I'm still trying to complete the green striped treasure hunts and many of the older cars part of the new models first edition segment. The green stripe on the cards for the treasure hunt series that has been around until 2011 have a special place in my collection. While Tantrum might not be such an important casting, the Plymouth GTX definitely is. And this version is such a nice piece to have, especially for being on a short cards, cause we know how rare this can be sometimes. Fantasy model resembling a JDM style car not very known among collectors, from times when the regular even had treads on the tires. The segment had 12 cars in total, 3 more being added a few years later. The same year with the regular treasure hunts, supers have also changed, switching from the green stripe to the flame logo we have today. While today Hot Wheels is bad at keeping new sets and features a secret, they get leaked very easy. Back in the days, things were different. We only found out about this new way when cars were already on the pegs. I managed to score 2 supers, the 16 Angels from 2017 and the Corvette Stingray from 2016. 16 Angels is a fantastic casting, one that actually works great on the tracks because of its metal base. I like this one so much that I have both supers released and the regulars. Stingray is the most wanted casting of the two, with a very interesting color combo, from that time when the tires still had treads. Not too many were produced since then, with the RLC release and a very interesting, rare Target Red Edition released in 2017. As I said in the beginning of the video, I am trying to find some of the older castings from the new models segment. Dodge Charger SRT8 because I already have the regular treasure hunt version from 2016. They were still missing the details on them, especially front and backlights, compared to what we have today. We do complain about this when it comes to mainline cars, but as we can see, they were missing on many cars back in the days as well. This red version of the Camaro ZL1 looks amazing. I have always enjoyed Camaros for some reason. Bumblebee from the Transformers movie might be a reason. 2011 is the year I started collecting, and I am still trying to find the carded versions of many of the cars, because I used to open all the cars back then. I know many of you were doing the same, and I do wonder how did cars like this Maelstrom escape stealing the card for so many years, considering it is a fantasy casting that would usually end up on the playsets being played with. As a kid, this casting reminded me of the Pirates of the Darkwater for some reason. One of the basic themed series in 2011 was the Cars of the Decades. I was so impressed by it that I am trying to complete it ever since. So you can understand how happy I was when these two came in my possession. Ford Thunderbird featuring the 50s decade and featuring the 70s decade, Plymouth Roadrunner. On the back of each card you can check each decade represented by one car, and I'm still missing many. In the same nice orange color, there are a few more cars for today. The Fast and Furious Lamborghini Murcielago. We had a case unboxing video already on my channel, but I really wanted an extra of it. Lamborghini Sian, one of the cool cars from the mainlines this year. The new Porsche 911 Carrera in the second color variation that still looks great. Each year I'm trying to get most of the supercars, hypercars and sports cars in my collection. I'm getting there for this year, not very far behind. As a brand, Porsche is on the top of the list for me. Going from orange Carrera to the red 911 GT3 was something normal. Although these last few months of summer have been really slow with the new cases, I managed to get the red Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, that it was a hard one to find, considering how wanted Mercedes are in general here. It is missing some of the back and front details, but overall I enjoy it, and now it is part of my collection. When collectors here don't grab all the Mercedes, they do all the BMWs, like this classic 507 or the JDM cars like this Toyota Supra, both in a flame red color. While for the BMW is the second color variation, being a new model this year, the Supra is in its first release and it is also the Super version in the J case. Collectors here went crazy for it and they hoarded each one they found, but even so, I managed to get my hands on a piece for my own collection. Automobili Pininfarina already has about 6 color variations so far, but this one I like the most. Nobody went crazy for it, being very easy to find on the pegs, same as this C7 Corvette. I enjoy castings like this even better when others don't want them, cause I can find them easy. The Corvette even has a very interesting color on it, full wheels, and all the details we want on the back and front. Probably nobody is going to remember these two in the next 2 months or so, but it is something Hot Wheels collectors are aware of. It is just part of this hobby. While these two are nobody's grails, the Volkswagen Bus is definitely mine. I managed to find this commemorative replica of the 1996 first editions at a very good price. I did not get it out of the packaging, but I'm not sure how much I can resist not to. Hot Wheels doesn't do things like this anymore, or probably we, as collectors, don't ask for them. I am not sure, but you can use the comment section and let us know your opinion. What else you can do next is watch this cool case unboxing. The set might still be in the stores and it's good to know what to watch for. Enjoy collecting and have a great day.